hardship and food shortage. You are to be blamed, not Tinubu's government. Presidency slams the governors. Can you imagine? So now the issue now that they have started trading blames. The Sadana of Sokoto blamed Nigerians for their sin. That is the reason Nigeria is suffering. Now the presidency on the other part have started blaming Nigerians. After blaming Nigerians, now they're blaming the governors that they are the reason there's food shortage and they are the reason there's hardship. So how? Are they the reason we're having insecurity everywhere? The governors, is it the governor that floated the Naira exchange rate? Is it the governors that removed the fuel subsidy? I'm sure confusion is coming into their midst and they will start fighting themselves. They will disorganize very soon, I tell you the truth. They've gathered to do evil and that evil will haunt them. That is it. So let's see exactly what Bayananoga is trying to say on behalf of the presidency, blaming the state governors for the hardship and food shortage in the country. Hi, what a shame. Trading blames. People that just came into power without plan. So the presidency has charged state governors and council chairmen to wake up to their responsibilities as a panacea to food crisis and hardship in Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said Nigeria would be better if governors and local government chairmen boost food production in their domain. Posting on X, Onanuga berated governors for blaming the federal government for the food shortage in the country. Let the governors and council chairmen wake up to their responsibilities. Okay? The federal government is not the only actor in town. You have your duties cut out for you. Imagine each state making efforts to boost food production in its domain, build one world-class hospital, good roads, good schools, etc. Imagine what your country would have become. But while governors and the council share their responsibilities, they are quick to call out the federal government, which is far away from the people those governors govern. Okay, so let all governors govern well, along with their council. Food inflation at least will disappear. Our federalism may not be perfect, but we are not a unitary state where everything must flow from the center, he said. Can you imagine? So now he's now trying to tell us that we're not a unitary state now. He's not trying to tell us that the states have autonomy to do a lot of things. Okay, so the truth of the matter is that even though the governors have their own part of the blame, it is the federal government that put Nigeria in this situation. Tinubu cannot just come and announce removal of fuel subsidy without a plan to cushion the effect. Tinubu cannot just come out to announce floating of Naira exchange rate without any mitigation place. How can a nation leave the health of its currency in the hand of speculators? What do you get? They will take over the economy. And that's exactly what has happened. The Bureau de changes and all currency speculators who you cannot hold accountable at some point are the people you left your exchange rate to handle for you. It's saying that the market forces will determine the exchange rate to be able to unify it. Now the market forces have started working, they are losing control, and now they don't know what to say again. They have started trading blames. On the other hand, the governors are also a bunch of lazy people. They are part of the thieves in Nigeria today, because with all the money they get for the allocation, monthly allocations they get, and plus the IGR they generate in the state, they should be, without stealing, they should be able to do meaningful projects in the state. They should propel their state to greatness. Coupled with the fact that everybody is now waiting for oil money to come for sharing, leaving the solid minerals, agriculture, tourism, ICT, and the hospitality industry, and just name it. A lot of other potentials are now left to follow just because there's oil money to share from the center. And that is very, very bad. And that is making the state not to be competitive. That is making the governors to be very lazy. That is giving them the mindset that money will always come down for them to share. And that is bad. And because of that, they have left their potentials to the ground and now being trodden under the feet, which is very bad. The state governors are in charge of agriculture and food production. The state governors should be able to do something in their own states. Okay, even though we are running a partial unitary system of government, the state governors have the responsibility and the power to improve everything and the livelihood of the people in their state that they are governing. Unfortunately, all the 36 states are lazy. All of them, all the states have their potential. Every state in Nigeria is blessed with agriculture, either fishing or farming or animal husbandry or just name whatever you can call it. Okay. On the other hand, every state is also endowed with natural resources like solid minerals across all the 36 states and even FCT. All of those solid minerals are not being tapped. The gold in Zafara is now being stolen. The uranium in Borno State is now being stolen, and the government is pretending not to see it, which is very, very bad. But the oil in the south, that is what everybody is sharing, which is also very, very bad. So we need to do what decentralization, devolution of power from the center. That has to happen. Then we have state police, state security agencies, so that every state will be autonomous to a very large extent. And then whatever they generate as IGR, they remit a percentage of it to the federal. That is just it. And then the law and the constitution will be revised to reflect all of that moves. That is what we should do. But they wouldn't want to do it because all the politicians that have gone there went there to steal. They went there with a mindset that it is their turn to collect their portion of the national cake, not really to contribute to the development of the country or the state where they're coming from. That is very bad. Even the senators and the House of Rep members, the legislators, they legislate. I don't know what they're legislating. All the senatorial and the districts and the regions they came from, nobody feels their impact. Just that the governors are just busy stealing and looting the money. Some of them just manage to pay salary. Some don't even pay salary at all. They loot everything and they tell you there's no money. Meanwhile, they cannot owe themselves, but they owe workers in their state. Okay, so the governors are also big problem. So who is not a problem in Nigeria right now? All the politicians are problems. All the head of MDAs are problems. All the civil servants in the Civil Service Commission are problems. All of them are problems. The governors, the legislators, the judiciary, the executives, the presidency, all of them are. What about the security agencies, the military and the police, the marines? All of them have problem to this country at this moment. Even individuals on the street are joining politics to steal, not really to contribute. And that is another bad part of the situation. How would we get out of this? We don't know yet. We truly don't know. Okay, so there are a few comments here. Somebody is saying, food, how can the governors boost food production when farmers are scared of going to their farms because of insecurity? Exactly. A bad workman blames his tools for his incompetency. This has been the trademark of APC since they came in. That is true. They have been blaming everything about themselves since 2015. Now they are blaming governors for their incompetence. With this kind of dumb, clueless individuals ruling us, how can things get better? It's not possible. Tinubu said he was going to hit the ground running. He is actually running, but he is running backward at a high speed. That is good. Somebody saying the presidency is right to blame the governor. What are these governors doing apart from swimming and luxuriating in rivers of corruption? Why must state governors wait for Tinubu to stop greedy market women and traders in their states from taking a wicked advantage of the subsidy removal crisis, okay, to make life unbearable with the galloping inflation everywhere? Can you imagine what this one is saying? So the poor market woman in the village is the reason there's food shortage, Abi. You are forgetting the insecurity that is happening in the country. The poor market woman that is struggling to make his tomatoes and gari and yam to sell is the person that is causing inflation, Abi. Hi, this is a tribal by God. I tell you the truth. Some say wrong. The problem with Nigeria is not food shortage. Rather, it is the problem of eroded purchasing power. It is okay if food production is encouraged in the country. However, with a strong purchasing power, Nigerians can afford to purchase from both the local and foreign market. Oh, wow. The governors are lazy, lack progressive concept, coupled with dwarfed political will and wicked in all ramifications. Methinks Lagos State Governor must give that woman commissioner of agriculture a marching order to focus on hydra onions farming in Lagos. That is it. Government of blame game. This is the original clueless government. All thanks to EJ for handing over and exposing them. I mean, that is correct. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.